Happy October! Woohoo! Welcome to YouTube Tuesday with me, Jessica Brigden of JessBCreativeCardiology. Oh, it's October, it's officially fall. It's full-on pumpkin spice season, whether you like it or not. So I thought I would share a fun project with you today using Stampin' Up's More Than Autumn bundle. Fun bundle here. It's got everything from your hot cocoa, your peppermints, your eggnog, your apple cider. It's got your little coffee cups, the whipped cream, got pie and donuts, apples and pumpkins and gingerbread, the whole works. This is an awesome bundle and it's currently on low inventory. So if you want it for autumn, all right, make sure you add this to your cart ASAP. Hi Kat, hello, hello. Thanks for joining me on your lunch and everybody. Yes, so we were playing with More Than Autumn, fabulous bundle. I'm gonna pull in this great new plaid embossing folder for a fun textured background. And I'm gonna show you a fun little way to do a little bit of pumpkin spice. Did you guys check out my shirt? I was looking for something pumpkin themed, and honestly, I don't own anything orange. I don't own anything pumpkin. But I did find this cute little shirt online, and I figured we had our bases covered with the little this looks like a pumpkin latte, right? We've got coffee, so whatever your choice of beverage, hot or cold, More Than Autumn has you covered. So let's flip around, get started. Today's the 1st of October. That means for me as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, today is the first day of our new fiscal year. Little heads up, I did not earn the incentive trip here from the October 2023 to September 2024. It was a Disney trip. I did not earn that. I came up about $6,000, 6,000 points short. But Stampin' Up has announced that the next incentive trip is an Alaskan cruise that will take place in 2026. So the earning period for that starts today, October 1st, 2024, and it runs through September 30th of 2025. And you better believe it, that is a true trip, cruise, that David and I would love to earn. So every order from this point forward helps me towards that, earning that trip. Now the last trip that I did not earn, that was going to be a Disney trip. David and I are not really Disney people, so that really, and it was to Florida, so it was not really much of an incentive for me. I didn't work quite as hard towards that, but Alaska is bucket list worthy, and so that is something I definitely will be shooting for. Like I said, love your support. Every little bit helps. All right. Hello, hello, friends. Hi, Sandy. Oh, David jumped on there. Hello, hello. All right, so when I turn around, we'll get crafting. A lot of announcements and things going on with the start of a new year here in Stampin' Up. We've got some fun things going on. We've got a couple of new kits collections items, some fun new kits that were just released today. And on top of that, all of the Stampin' Up kits in the kits collection are 30% off for the month of October. So the more popular kits are going to sell out. There's a couple of them that have already gone out of stock. So if there is a kit that you want, make sure you get that ordered as early in the month here as possible. There is a brand new kit called Alpine Adventure, something alpine. It reminds me of Alaska, which I think is pretty awesome. So 30% off kits this month. There is a paper pumpkin promotion if you are brand new to paper pumpkin. Now that is a subscription kit. If you are a new subscriber by October 10th to get the October kit, then you get I think it's 30% off of that as well. You get a discount on that paper pumpkin kit. And we have a starter kit promotion. So if you love it all and you've got a giant shopping list, then check out Stampin' Up starter kit promotion because you can get an additional $30 of free product this month. So instead of the usual $125 in the kit, you choose $155 worth of product You pay just $99 plus tax, okay? Which is an awesome deal. All right, because who wouldn't love $56 of free stuff? I know I would not have a problem with that. I could pick that out in a heartbeat, because even this More Than Autumn bundle here, you could get that bundle for $47.50. That includes the stamps and the dies. So check that out. Okay, so these are the products I'm going to be using. The More Than Autumn bundle. Check it out. The 36 stamps here and 23 dies. There is a lot of pieces in this bundle because it covers all your seasons and occasions. All right, this is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. And check out the size of that. That is a big folder. It is 6 by 8.5. So you can do a whole card if you wanted to. All right, and then I'm going to be using the faux glass dots for a little bit of embellishment. All right, so I've got my supplies here that I did prep ahead of time. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some pecan pie here for my card base, 5.5 by 8.5, and we will fold that up 4 1/4 and score. Okay, and then I do have some basic white to tuck on the inside, and there we go. My tape runner is run off on me. Okay, I just put a new refill in here, so I should be good to go on that. Tuck that inside, especially because we're using some darker cardstock. Okay, now for this next layer, what I'm doing is taking a piece of Cajun Craze. So that's a fun combo. Oh, no wonder it's so dark. I don't have my light turned on. There we go. Let there be light. Okay, so a combination here of pecan and Cajun Craze. And I'm going to run this Cajun Craze piece. I cut it to 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put that here in my Forever Plaid embossing folder. See how giant that is? All right, so the cool thing is you can do a couple of these pieces at a time. So if you are batching some cards, usually I do actually 2 layers at a time. So you could do four card fronts at a time with this giant folder, which is pretty awesome. So run that through, little snap, crackle, pop. And then when we take it out, all right, I put it in a little bit crooked. So don't pay attention to that too much, but we do have all of this awesome texture on here. And before I glue that down, so I had, that being the key, I had some pumpkin paper. All right, you guys might recognize if you watched my video from a couple weeks ago where we did 3 of these simple cards using the iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper. And so they do have this cute little pumpkin pattern in here. I used it all up. This is all I have left, is 3 tiny little strips of the pumpkin, okay? With this iconic Celebrations, it's got everything. It's so, I mean, they got candy canes to go with your peppermint mochas. We've got snowflakes, we've got fall themes, all kinds of fun stuff in there. So I'm going to use the Cajun Craze little polka dots today. I thought that would work. Oh, I've got a cute little matching envelope from this. Isn't that cute? Okay, so if you missed that video, go back and check that one out. All right, so a little bit of Cajun Craze. This is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And it's really, it's a bit monochromatic, a little tone on tone here. The pumpkin would have been a little bit better because, of course, that was lighter. Okay, but I'm going to adhere this. I'm leaving like a 1/2 inch strip on the left side, but it will help disguise the fact that my folder, that I put it in there a little bit crooked. All right, and now that I've got my designer paper onto my layer, I'm going to use some of the pecan striped ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's an online exclusive, so you won't find it in the catalog. It came out about a year ago with the Meandering Meadows online exclusive collection. but I love this little pecan stripe up through the vanilla ribbon. So I cut that about 6 inches, 6.5, all right, just so it can tuck the ends behind. So I'll apply my adhesive to the back here. And then get that all ready. Put my ribbon on. I think I'm gonna go, yeah, I'll go right up the center. That'll work. All right, I cut it a little short, but I like to tape the ends behind, gives it a nice finished look on the front. You can apply a little extra adhesive if you want. Okay, and then now that we've got all of our layers and our ribbon, we're adhering that to the card front. And then we've got that nice finished smooth seams. Looks good. Okay. All right, next thing we're going to do is love my stylish shapes circles. And I wanted a circle that was large enough for a latte. Okay, so I went ahead with this. It's not the largest, it's the second size stitched circle, because once I put the foam on my latte, the whipped cream on my latte, it will fit in there. Okay, so I die cut that out of some basic white. You could go with vanilla. It's all gonna work out. Okay, so I've got that. And then I've got just a scrap of basic white. And this is where we are going to stamp our latte. Okay, let's tuck that back in there so I don't lose it. All right, so let me show you a little trick when it comes to these stamps, because we have dies for all the pieces. We've got our whipped cream, and of course we have our latte here, and we've even got a little die for the pumpkin. Okay, so I want all 3 of those pieces. Okay, so I'm gonna have my cup and my whipped cream and my little pumpkin. Okay, and a little trick when you're doing this is if you line all of these up, okay, you want them far enough apart that you can still, you know, once they're stamped, that you can die cut them. But that's the trick, as we're, oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of view here. There we go. The trick is to place them in a little grouping so that you can stamp them all at once. So we're gonna put them all onto our block at the same time. This is the D, letter D, D for David. Okay, the D block. And I've got all of those pieces there so that I can stamp them all at the same time. That is a big, especially if we're making multiple cards, or even if you're not, it's better to run everything through your machine once than to have to do it multiple times. All right, so I'm gonna stamp this here on my basic white. All right, I went ahead and used pecan pie for that. All right, so did that first, and that way I can put them on my cotton emboss. Let me find my machine here. Okay, so have my base. All right, so I'm following the instructions. I'm using thin dies, so I want my base, which is number 1. I need the die cutting, the extra layer, which is number 2. All right, and then I need clear plate 3. Put my designs down, and so let me show you. I can put them all on here at the same time. Okay, and my little pumpkin too. Okay, and get that just how I like it. And then sandwich that with the second clear plate number 3. Okay, so I'm gonna pinch that tight, run it through a little snap, crackle, pop Now that is the nice thing, is that with all of these dies, all of these they're quite small, so these will fit in both the regular, the standard cut and emboss as well as the mini, okay? So you could use either machine with these. And then when I take this back out, here we go. Got my pieces. All right, I'm going to, so you can tell with these little pieces, I just stuck a piece of magnet sheet on the inside here, okay, because I do not want to lose any of these little pieces. Okay, so stick them back in there so I can keep track of them. All right, and then we've got our fun pieces here. So now we're gonna do a little bit of coloring with our Stampin' Blends. Okay, so I've got some pecan. All right, that's our theme there. And I'm gonna use a little bit of old olive. And then, of course, I have some pumpkin pie for our pumpkin. And I think that'll be good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm gonna use the dark color first. We're gonna make the sleeve for our insulated cup, okay? And actually you could even take the little pumpkin, all right, little pumpkin by itself, and check how cute this is. If we ink up just a little pumpkin, we can put a pumpkin right there in on our cup, all right? So no doubt what kind of a beverage is in here. All right, so we're gonna use, I outlined with the dark old olive, and then I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna finish coloring with the light. And I'm going around the pumpkin and then just using circular motions. All right, pumpkin, of course, is going to be orange. All right, pumpkin pie. Okay, and then we'll use the pecan. We'll do the dark for the cup itself. All right, and then we're gonna color that over with the light. Just be careful, you don't wanna color outside the lines there. Okay, so our latte is ready. How cute is that? All right, we've got our whipped cream, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add some dimensionals to these to get them ready. All right, and you can see this is why I use my glass mat, or if you wanna use some chipboard, because when you are coloring with the blends, they will bleed through the back side, okay? So you want something to protect your work surface. The glass mat is actually still available. Anybody can order that now, okay? And when it comes to our whipped cream here, the best thing ever is our Wink of Stella glitter brush. Oh, that's gonna look so awesome when I put that on top. Okay, and then our little pumpkin here. I'm going to, whoop. I probably should have colored that before I cut it out just so that I could hold on to it a little easier. Okay, but hindsight is 20/20, right? All right, and then I'm going to use just a little mini dimensional because it's a mini pumpkin. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this all together. I'm going to put three dimensionals here on the back of our circle. I like threes for the circle, make a little triangle. Okay. All right, let's put this towards the middle. Okay, I do actually have a second piece of pecan ribbon. We'll slip that under the first, and we're gonna just tie this and a little knot. And that way I can kind of slide it up and down however I need it. So I'm just gonna put it there temporarily and can maneuver that when I'm ready. All right, so we've got these elements together. We need something that says pumpkin spice. All right, so we've got the pumpkin dye, and here we go. This is the spice dye. Now, because these are tiny, it does help if you, let me show you what I did here. All right, so I took a strip of Cajun Craze and I grabbed the adhesive sheets. Now, I've said before, if you've seen my videos, adhesive sheets come in 6-inch by 12-inch sheets, but you can cut them down to size. Like I cut them down, I just used some scraps to little strips, okay? And here's what I did. Just die cut it right from there. So you apply the adhesive sheet to your cardstock first, and then run it through your machine, okay? And when you do that, you end up with this, okay? So we do need to pop out those little pieces if they didn't pop out already, okay? Which doesn't take much. Okay, oops. There we go. All right, and now you'll notice the back side has that adhesive sheet there. So what we're going to do is we'll just peel this off the back. Hi, Margaret. Hello, hello. It is a beautiful day here in New York. It is starting to smell like fall, if anybody knows what I mean. The seasons have a distinct smell. And here in Central New York, we get to experience all 4 seasons. So I do like that. And fall smells a little bit like falling leaves. The leaves are starting to fall. They're changing colors, but some of them are already starting to fall. And then as they kind of decompose, they do have a smell. We also have the mums, and we've got, of course, the ragweed and the goldenrod, and all of that. So fun little, fun, not so fun if you have allergies, but anyways, just kind of placing that pumpkin spice, and that was so easy. Just peel off the backing, and you don't have to mess with any liquid glue. All right, and then we're gonna line this up so that our cup fits right here next to it. Now, I did put that on at an angle if that bothers you. I know some of you like everything's totally straight. All right, I will show you my other variation where I did glue it on straight, okay? But just put my whipped cream on there, tuck this on, and then take our other little pumpkin here. All right, and just, you can put it wherever you want. You can put it over top, put it down here to the side. All right, cute little pumpkin. And then take your Stella. When you use your Stella, give it a good shake, okay? I won't do that so much on camera to make you dizzy, okay? But give your Stella a good shake just to get all that glitter off the sides of the barrel inside, okay? And then when it comes to our Stella, I'm gonna gently just paint this on here. I don't know, can you guys see that? There we go, I think it's starting to show up. Gently paint that on. I love it. It kind of looks like, well, it is. It's like little sparkle dust, okay? But I love it. Oh no, I got a big blob. Whoops. Uh-oh, I didn't even see that. I think my Stella is on its way out. My barrel is kind of falling apart. Let me grab a paper towel real quick. And see if I can soak that up. That one, I might have to take that off and do a new one. That's not gonna be totally salvageable. Okay, so what I have, I did have another cup. Thankfully, I die cut an extra. All right, so we're going to lift this up, peel that off. All right, we'll recolor and we'll fix this. All right. So probably a good idea, just give your Stella a little test. But like I said, mine is quite, I've had mine for quite a while and it's kind of getting old there. So hopefully you don't have a boo-boo like I did. Okay. But that just goes to show that, you know, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes we have oopsies too. And I've been stamping a long time. All right, but that's okay. No mistakes in crafting, only creative opportunities. Or as you might say, opportunities to embellish. So we can fix it, okay? So like I said, not the end of the world. That's okay, we can fix it. All right. Even if it means sometimes you have to die cut an extra piece, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so. All right, fixed that. Dimensionals. Voila. Tuck that underneath, into the side. Okay, and we're good. All right, no more glitter incidents. That is another reason why I do like Wink of Stella, okay? Because you don't, that's because I brushed it on the side. But Wink of Stella, for the most part, stays where you put it. It doesn't flake off, so you don't have to worry about glitter. I know some people hate glitter because it just kind of gets everywhere. For the most part, Wink of Stella is really good. I'm just popping these little pieces out of my die here so that they are ready to go for the next time. All right, and then we can adjust this a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you got to play with the ribbon. Ribbon has a mind of its own, and so follow the direction of the ribbon and just go with it, okay? All right, so let's see. Angle those. Yes, that looks much cuter. And then, like I said, we're going to use the faux glass dots. These are from the Splendid Autumn collection, okay? Which, by the way, that paper is absolutely gorgeous. All right, and then let's use, we have some Cajun Craze pieces in here. Okay, so let's use some of those. And there we go. Use a dot for the eye. They do have the little eye that does die cut, but usually I lose it. So just use an embellishment, okay? Isn't that the cutest card ever? So simple. Even cuter if you use the pumpkin strip from that iconic Celebrations paper. But I still think it looks kind of cute. We've got lots of texture on here. Kind of reminds me of, you know, pull out the sweaters. It's sweater season. And some great colors and a fun card. So, of course, if pumpkin is not your thing, you could do the same thing. You could do apple cider or apple pie. All right, we've got the little apple here. Of course, you could use the same card and even do a hot cocoa. You could do eggnog, peppermint, all of that fun stuff. So you got lots of options here. So I hope you check it out. This is the More Than Autumn bundle. It was the iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper that I used here, and the faux glass dots to embellish. All right, so there you go. Happy fall, happy stamping. Welcome to October, and enjoy a pumpkin spice. All right. Happy stamping. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.